In this video, I'm going to show you how to sum your Excel data based on cell color using one neat formula. Imagine you have a spreadsheet with different rows for different products, each product highlighted by a unique background color. But there's no column explicitly listing the product names, only these colors. How can you add up the values for each color without sorting, filtering, or manually selecting cells? I'll guide you through every step, so by the end you'll have a flexible formula that recognizes cell colors in Excel. And if you'd like to practice with the same file I'm using, there's a link in the description where you can download it and follow along. Let's start by talking about color numbers in Excel. Each background color you apply to a cell has a hidden numeric value. If you can capture that number, you can use it in a SUMIF function to add up all cells sharing that color. The trick is to use a special function known as GET.CELL, which doesn't work directly in any modern Excel worksheet cell. However, we can still take advantage of it by creating a named range in the Name Manager. Once that's done, we'll be able to see each cell's color number in our worksheet, and that color number can become the basis for our SUMIF. To do this, head up to the Formulas tab in the Excel ribbon. You'll find a button called Name Manager. Click it, and a dialog box will appear, letting you see all the named ranges in your workbook. There might be none so far if you haven't used this feature before. Go ahead and click the New button. In the Name field, type something meaningful, maybe cell color number. Then, in the Refers to box, type an equal sign, followed by GET.CELL in capital letters, then an open parenthesis. Right after that, type 38 to tell Excel you want the background color code. Place a comma, then type in or click on the specific cell you want to analyze. Let's say B2 for now. Finally, close the parenthesis. When you're done, click OK. At this point, you've created a named range that can retrieve a color number from cell B2. But how do you actually see these color numbers in your sheet? Pick a spot in your worksheet where you want to display the color number for your cells. Type an equal sign, then type the exact name you assigned, like cell color number. Press Enter and Excel shows you the numeric color code of that reference cell. If your cell has a green background, maybe you'll see one number, and if it's yellow, you'll see another. Drag that formula down for all your colored cells in that column, and you'll see a list of color codes representing each fill. It might seem like a lot of work just to retrieve color numbers, but once you have them, everything else is straightforward. The next step is naming the other key ranges you'll use in your formula. For instance, select the column with the values you want to sum. Maybe that's column B where you track total units sold. While still in the Name Manager, create a new name like Units Sold. And in the Refers to field, specify the exact cells you need, for example, B2 to B20. Then do the same for the column holding all those color codes you just generated. Call that named range something like background color numbers. With these named ranges in place, your SUMIF formula becomes easier to understand. Go to a cell where you want to calculate the total for a particular color. Type an equal sign, then SUMIF in capital letters, and an open parenthesis. First, specify the range you want Excel to filter by color. Type your named range for the color codes, for example, background color numbers. Then type a comma. Now Excel asks for the criterion, which is the color number you want to match. You can type that number directly if you already know it, but a clever way is to reference the cell that shows the color number for the product you're interested in. If that cell itself is pulling data from cell color number, or you have another named reference that leads to it, just use that. This way, the formula automatically adjusts if you drag it to other rows referencing different colors. Type another comma. Finally, specify which cells you want to sum, which is your units sold range. Close the parenthesis and press Enter. At this point, Excel should spit out the total of all cells whose background color code matches the one you specified. If you repeat this for different colors, or drag the formula down next to different color references, you'll get a neat summary of the totals for each color category. No sorting required, no manual addition, and no advanced filtering. You might wonder about absolute references, those dollar signs that lock in cells when you drag formulas around. If you weren't relying on named ranges, you'd need to press F4 after selecting the cell or range in your formula to fix it in place. But since you're using names for your ranges, Excel automatically knows where to look, so you can skip adding dollar signs in most cases. And that's how it's done.